When it comes to social media, there are quite a few different things that you can do and use tools that you can use to add things to your social media sites. But if you have a WordPress site, the bottom line is you should be using your WordPress site to blog. And you should have that WordPress site connecting to all of your different social media outlets like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and other sites. So your WordPress site is really kind of like a wagon wheel where it's the center of everything. And when you post to the blog of your WordPress site, that blog post goes out to those social media places and reposts itself. Therefore, your blog is the one place you're doing all the work. And that actually feeds into all your social media outlets. Now, there's a couple different things that you can do. If you have a main primary site that covers lots of different cities, you want this to be your mothership, and this is going to be where all of your primary blog posts are going to come about. And you're going to have different things that you're blogging about, like success items like listings, sales, new clients that you're taking out on to view homes. You're going to post happy things that make you successful. I'm excited because I'm taking out the Browns today to see their uh, first property. Today I'm hosting an open house for the Joneses. I'm so excited. We're going to have tea and crumpets or whatever it might be. It's just something, a short little post that you're going to do right inside your WordPress blog, and it's going to feed out to all these places. And you can do community events that cover the entire community. You can do interesting articles. There's a place called realestateblogIdeas.com, and if you go to that place, they have all different kinds of articles where you can, find ideas to post about. And these ones are really great because you may come in here and say you're in an area with ranches. That's something that actually has a lot for you. You can come in here, and these are all different articles from different places. There's CNN, Inman, Google, USA Today. It could be anything. And keep in mind that you don't always want to post, doom and gloom or really businessy things. Post funny things. Post things that are interesting. People like to know these things, and YouTube does, or rather Yahoo.com has a lot of cool articles. And the ones that get the most links and the most clicks and the most views aren't always about the actual business things, but they're TV star surprises tourists, things like that, gifts for Wendy's customers, things like that. You have tons of different things that people will watch, and that's going to be the social aspect of it. After all, you're posting to social sites. What is Facebook? It's a social avenue. People go there because there's gossip, there's things to know, it's funny. So you don't have to stick to strictly business. Think about the fun stuff too. But you can get ideas from here. And, keep an eye on Yahoo. There might be something funny that has to do with real estate or something that's in your area or local that may be interesting that you can find an article about. And when you do, all you're going to do is you're going to grab that article, so maybe 10 most expensive cities in the world, and you're going to copy the link, and you're going to create a new blog post. And the blog post is, let's say, we do a new post. And in that post, we may write, North Bay City lands in the world's 10 most expensive cities to live in. And then you're going to start out with, I saw an article today on CNN that named X city on the top 10, etc. You get the point. And then you're going to say an excerpt from the article. So you're going to say, let's see, here's your article. let's say we get the next one. Oops, I went too far. So maybe it's Moscow. We're just going to pretend like that's an American city. I'm just going to grab a little bit about this article. You can grab anything you want, and you can come back to the post it in there, the article read, and then put in quotes at the beginning and the end. This is like a bad example. Actually, we're going to grab part of the text because you really want it to be a sentence. So we're going to put the text in there. We're going to put it in quotes, and we're going to italicize it so they know it's an excerpt, and then go down a line. You can read the entire article here, and then grab your URL and highlight it, make it a link. Make sure you open the link in a new tab, add link, and then write a little something like, I really liked this article because whatever, and then add a little slug at the end. If you are interested in finding out how much your home, your whatever the name of this city home is worth, check out our free online home evaluation, and then link this directly to the What's Your Home Worth page. There it is. Add link. And there you have a post that probably took you less than 5 or 10 minutes to do. You choose your category and publish it. And this is going to be something that you can, that's what you would post in North Bay. And then if you have a microsite about that actual city, so a smaller site, like for instance, I have a smaller site that goes along with this bigger site. This bigger site actually covers all different areas, but Petaluma is one of them, and it has its own page on Petaluma. But here we have a microsite that's the same exact realtor, but it's a site all about Petaluma that's going to get into the Petaluma market for just Petaluma, where this is actually covering a lot of sites. This is your mothership. This is your microsite. So on this site, you're going to post pretty much the same exact post, except you're going to change it up, change the words a little bit. You don't want it to read exactly the same. Choose a different excerpt out of it. Add a little bit different information, write a little bit different top, a little bit different bottom, and then just so that it's not the same verbiage, and then post that in the Petaluma blog or the microsite blog. Now, once you post it in the blog, the mothership is going to go to your main Facebook page. So you should have a Facebook page that goes with both one for the entire site, and then you should have another one for the microsite. Now, you're also going to have Pinterest and Google and Twitter, and those ones you're just going to keep one of. But the Facebook, you're going to do one for the mothership and one for the mini sites as well. And here's what you can post about. Follow some other realtors. If you don't know what to post about, follow other realtors that are really big time popular realtors and look what they do. So your mothership, you can do successful things that you're doing. You can do community events that cover all the communities. And then what you do is inside this blog, you're going to actually link to, in Petaluma this week, they have a pie eating contest among other exciting events. See more here. This is your mothership blog. And then you're going to see more here is going to go to the actual Petaluma blog that discusses all the different events that are happening in Petaluma and has the times and the dates and all that stuff. And that's going to go directly to the Petaluma. So your mothership is linking to all the individuals. Maybe in Mill Valley this week, they have a dog look-alike contest. And, again, read see all Mill Valley community events here. And then this links to your microsite about Mill Valley. Well, where in that post you're going to talk about the dog lookalike contest and all the other different things that are going on in Mill Valley. So this one blog is going to cover all these little mini cities, and each one is going to link to each of the mini sites within it. Then what happens is when you post this in the North Bay in the mothership, it's going to go to the primary Facebook page and the Pinterest and the LinkedIn and the Twitter and the Google and all of those. So this is going to have everything and all of the big time posts on it. Then you're going to have a microsite for Petaluma, another micro Facebook page for Mill Valley, another micro Facebook page for all the other ones, and your microsites are actually hooked into their individual Facebook pages. So you're going to create a Facebook page for each individual city, and you're going to have one that's for the primary as well. And then all you do for the microsites is you're going to stick to topics that are only about that area. So it's going to, maybe once a week you post local community events, if there are any. If there aren't, it won't show up in the North Bay weekly post, and it won't show up in the Petaluma. But if there are, it will. You're going to maybe post a local listing of the day. A listing is very easy to post. It's something that you can go and you can find a property, and you just basically grab the link for that property and post about that property. And you should have, that's easy enough to do. So today I'm going to do the Petaluma. And so I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to Petaluma and hit my search button. I'm just going to find a quick post. So here's one. Here's a property that I can pick. And in the interest of keeping this information so that I can just not have to refresh the page, I'm going to pretend like I'm doing a second one. And the title might be, which is what would be up here, Petaluma Home of the Day. And then you're going to say a little bit about it. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in whatever neighborhood, and then post a link. And then you're gonna, give a little bit of description. Why is this the home that you picked? It doesn't have to be more than 2 or 3 sentences. And then what you want to do once you've chosen that is pick a picture. So this has a really gorgeous little fountain, and this is perfect for Pinterest especially. So you may want to grab this picture, and we're going to leave it as the name, the address, and we'll just call it fountain on the end so we know what it is. And when you go back to the post, there is one of the highlights, the gorgeous fountain out back. What do you like best about this home? And then what I would do is I would insert the picture of the fountain. Oops. Make sure you rename it. And make sure you also use the term that you're looking at. It's a fountain. People like to pin those kinds of things on Facebook. They like to think about, they like to use those things. So go ahead and insert it into the post. I'm going to make sure it's in the center. And I put it right here. Now I'm also going to set the featured image. This is important. You need to do this. So set your featured image as the same thing. It's going to keep it there, because that's what's going to post on Facebook with it. So you want to, and maybe you want to make the title say something like awesome outdoor fountain, Petaluma home of the day. Or it could be Petaluma home of the day, awesome outdoor fountain. It doesn't matter. It's cool because it makes people look. They look twice on those things. So this way you're posting a picture inside the blog post. You have a link to the actual, the actual listing itself. And this is in Petaluma. You could do this for every single one of the microsites. And then on the mothership, you could have the top listings. You could, instead of saying the listing of the day, you could say the listings of the day, and then highlight each community, one listing, and link it to the mini site, the microsite. Again, the same exact way that you would do for the North Bay community events. So this one covers all the communities, and then the microsites cover their own individuals. So you're interlinking in between the two sites. And then when you post this post, it goes to the Petaluma Facebook page. So anybody that is a fan of the Petaluma page who's in Petaluma is only getting the stuff that's about Petaluma. And again, the same thing for the microsite for Mill Valley and the one for Greenbrae and all the different communities that that they have. When you have a fan of the North Bay, they're getting stuff that has to do with everything. And then by default, when they click on the city they're interested in, they're going to see the stuff about Petaluma, and they're going to actually want to be fans of that one because maybe that's the one that they like the best. So these are ideas that you can use. And when it comes to Pinterest, this is great because when you post that to Pinterest, it's going to show up on your Pinterest page. And what's going to happen is people are going to automatically want to repost it, because how many people are looking for outdoor garden fountain ideas? So when you come here and it automatically posts it, like you have all these great different boards that you could be posting to. So maybe you have one for Petaluma and the fountain goes to that one. And then somebody who's here looking for outdoor fountains, and yours shows up. And then look at this, has 107 repins. So for instance, whenever you go to this pin, 107 people repinned it, and this link that the image was originally on is somebody's Tumblr, and that makes this more popular in Google automatically because it's getting likes, it's getting repins. So just because somebody thought it would be cool and they wanted to pin it in their garden and water fountains. See how people pin things in their garden and water fountains or Canadian cottage or whatever it may be. They just like pictures for reference and things like that. So, these are really cool ways to get links back to your website in Pinterest. But you got to make sure that when you do it, you do that featured image here, and you're sticking the image in here too. So if you run out of ideas, follow some realtors. Christoph Chu is one that I really like to follow. He's really cool. He's also very good at social media. He posts fun stuff, not just not just everything. He's got these cute little puppies. He posts about his puppies all the time. But he's in LA, and look at here. Every single one of these links that you're looking at are coming directly from his website. So he posted this one, but the link goes back to his christophchu.com. And this one is just a happy Tuesday from LA. It's just a picture. This one is about Beverly Hills local news. This one is a video. He must have been standing somewhere and just took a couple-minute video. This one is an article. What's the best way to earn wealth in real estate? It's a Zillow blog. He has a Zillow blog. And if you go here, you're going to see it's going to go to his website, christophchu.com. And he found something on Zillow that he posted about. He actually reposted it within here. So, you have all these different ways and things that you can do, that you can, find different ways to and things to blog about. So follow other realtors, see what they're posting about, see how they're posting. This one is just inside of his office. People like this stuff. They want to know who you are. So this is cool stuff for the mothership. You know, these are things. Palm trees are so LA. That's pretty funny. This is one of the most overcast summer mornings. Getting top dollar. So you see how he's doing fun stuff along with the other stuff in here. And if you keep going and look at all of his things, he just does really neat stuff. Love these views from Hollywood Hills. They're cool things. They're things that people like to see. And then every once in a while, especially if you follow him on Google, you're going to see pictures of his puppies and pictures of his, new slippers and pictures of all the different things that are fun. And that's why Christoph Chu has over 4,000 followers. So find the most popular realtors. Look and see what these guys are posting. And, I went to his site and it automatically recommended me these ones. So go to the Keller Williams, like the Keller Williams page, like the Remax page, like, Home Staging LA. This is awesome. You could actually like this page, go here, and they have really good stuff. People like to follow the home decor stuff. So for instance, oh, here you go. There's quotes. Find a quote that you could post for the day. That's a cool idea too. But home decor is huge. Home staging is huge. If you post different ideas and pictures before and after and things like that, you get people that will repost those pictures and share that and comment on it, and that's going to boost. So those are great things that you can do and ideas that you can do. Find other people, then see what they're doing. Just do stuff like that. And that's as easy. It's really, really simple if you just look. All you got to do is look and see what other ideas are. Make a list of the different things that you like posting about. Keep a running list so you can always reference back to that. And then start up a Google Calendar. Make a calendar, a brand new calendar. Just come and go my calendars and create a new calendar, and it is my blogging schedule, and create it, and then set that schedule up so that you are telling it every day what you're going to blog about. Use your list, follow the list, add it to the blog, and as you do that, you're going to find that it's going to be easy, and you're going to know what to do, and you're going to know how to find it, and blogging will come fast and simple and easy, and your website is the center of everything. Every blog post you do is going to start with your website, and that you don't ever have to get onto Facebook and do any blogging because your website does it for you. And that's how I would use social media and blogging.